The Monistically Absolute. Written by Morgan O. Smith. When one dissolves into the egoless bliss and wakes up to ultimate truth, they will know beyond question that there is a total singularity that cannot be governed by any law of the quantitative. Because of this awareness, I now know with full conviction that when one finally comes to know this oneness, they will come to realize that there are no differences between the subjective and the objective, and the one which is a no-thing is entirely everything which is fully actualized. For what I speak of is a limitless vast awareness of absolutely everything, in and out of existence, existing within and outside of its own existence, as existence. A full awareness of its own totality, which is indeed the one and only true self of the no-self. I can say undoubtedly that there is an actualization where God is no longer a belief, a concept or an idea. It is an undeniable knowing that can never be mistaken for falsehood, and it is a love that is no longer an expression, but the very embodiment of all there is. This event of eternity is experienced in one moment and every eternal moment. It is an experience where the one thing is fully aware of being simultaneously all things, including the who, the what and the when, never trying to inquire the how, for it is all-knowing. An awareness of past, present and future always happening within this perpetual now. And lastly, I will say with all certainty, that the one who experiences this phenomenon, will know that this something is greatly intuitive and deeply rooted at the very core. For it is an event where the seeker taps into the heart of everything that is, a ground that covers all that is being. A paradoxical presence beyond all measure, that when experienced, the overpowering sense of oneness will leave one so totally awestruck with overwhelming ecstasy, it becomes a state or a feeling that cannot be duplicated by anything considered to be sublime. For it is a boundlessness so boundless that it cannot be confined by one's own limitations, because what was once restricted by the mind of the mortal, is now fully liberated by its own free overflowing, forever stillness of absolute pure essence.